Hey guys, and welcome back to my second mock review. This one is going to be on the Matoran of Ice, Tulon. Tulon is like I said, a Matoran of Ice, and he lives in Kokoro with his friends. Some of his best friends are the Koron, the protector of lightning, who also lives in Kokoro because there is no region of lightning on Okoto. This is being very annoying. And Merculex from Toa Vladin's lore and story, and Merculex is a Tar Matoran. So Tulon himself is an inventor. He is he's very self-proud. He's very proud and a little bit selfish. He really likes to keep things to himself. He's a very proud little Matoran and likes to make sure that everybody thinks that he is cool and not rubbish, you know. So I'm quite proud of this guy. He's a very small mock. As you can see, he has the basic. Well, most of him has the basic amount of articulation. So he's got one in the head. He's got 3 in the arm. So he's got 1 in this arm, 1 in the elbow, and 1 in the hand. In the legs, he's got 3 points of articulation, so 1 there, 1 there, and then 1 there. And he's got this nice staff weapon, which kind of reminds me of I can't remember which one it was. One of the Rockshi staffs. I'm not very familiar with G1, I'm sorry. But one of the Rockshi staffs, was it Gurok? I can't remember. But one of the Rockshi staffs from Bionicle 2003. Please correct me if I'm wrong. So I'm just going to take that off for now, including the stick in the middle. And we're just going to look at this guy by himself. So here he is, just standing up in a fairly normal pose. You can see he's very asymmetrical, especially in the arm area, the shoulder area. So he has, on this one arm, he has a robot arm. His arm's coming apart. I'm very sorry about that. He has this arm is a robot arm, as you can clearly see, like a very almost steampunk style robot arm. And up here you can see some gears and some things. I'll just give you a back view without the cape. I've removed the cape. This is the cape. It's just a basic piece of cloth with a hole in it. It would go on that way, and it just goes around his neck gap. So you can see he's got a relatively average build from the back. Nothing too special. I used the blue pin there because he needed some blue to tie into the front. I probably, in hindsight, you should have used the black pin, and because then I wouldn't have this awkward pin sticking out here. But I could actually, if I wanted to, I could probably find some way of attaching something to it. I don't know. But yeah, what I could do is you could probably take some linkages off this chain if you wanted it shorter and stick them on the back there. That'd probably work. Anyway, so there you can see his back build. He has got a point of articulation here. It's not too good, but he can, you know, do things with it. But then if you turn him around, you can quite clearly see there's an action feature here. If you either twist this gear on the back, or I'd suggest grabbing onto this crank arm thing, then you can turn it around, and his arm will turn around. Basically, what this action feature is meant to do, you would remove the chain from this, and then you'd have this, preferably the beige pin would come off with it. And then you'd get it like that, right? Oops, sorry about that. And then you'd pose him up so that he has his arm like that, right? And then you'd have an enemy in front of him like rah, right? And then you get that, and you just go wham, wham, and you can stab across. And if you want it to go extra fast, you can use this gear because that's how gears work. Or you can just make it go whatever speed you use it at. Or alternatively, what you can use, you could use it like this and maybe put a sword there, and then he would have he could sort of spin it around. That doesn't really work, the whole 360 idea, but it is an option you have. So with the weapons, you can either use them as these in this style, which is just a couple of knives maybe, or daggers, or stabby things. You have the one I showed you originally, which had him with the staff bit in the middle that kind of looked like one of the Rockshi staffs from 2003 Bionicle. So you can have it like that, and then you'd put the chain excuse me, you get the chain on the little beige bits, and then he can use that chain however he wants. Or alternatively, you could just remove the staff piece in the middle, and then you'd have two little blades with a chain in the middle, which is sort of like nunchucks. You can use them as nunchucks, or you could just use this as some sort of a flail, and you could smash your enemies with that. You could maybe use his action feature like that, and sort of, well, the chain's not short enough, but if I just make a really makeshift short chain, there we go. If you just do that, you could possibly, I don't know, you can pretend. Anyway, so that has been Tulon. He's just a simple Komatoran. If you want to see more on him, I've got a post on the TTV message boards. I will include a link in the description to the TTV message board post if you want to see some nice static pictures of this guy so that they look pretty, and some just his bio and his story and things like that. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you guys next time with the next MOC review, hopefully. And the next MOC review, I think, will be on my own self-MOC, which is Razor, the Toa of Lightning, which is basically a superhero with lightning powers. And then I might be doing a how-to on some of my MOCs. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye!